everybody, it's Kelly and I am back with another layout. This one featuring a photo of my stepson and his family at Halloween where they all dressed up like M&Ms, which was just so darn cute. Of course I had to scrapbook that photo. So I'm going to use this wood grain background paper as my background, and actually a bunch of it gets cut up or covered up, but I do have more of it, so probably would have been smarter to do it the other way, but oh well, that happens sometimes, and gosh knows I have plenty of paper. So the wood grain paper is from Elle's Studio Live, Laugh, Love, and it's called wood grain. Then I found this great paper from Elle's Studio from the Family Fun Collection. It's paper 1. They don't have names, they just have numbers. And it's green, and on it are words like love family, love right now, love this, love you. And I just thought love us. I just thought it was so appropriate just with them all together. They're such a great little family. I'm a little prejudiced, but they are. So anyway, that's the paper number 1 from Family Fun. And then I decided to back my photo with a thicker mat, and I'm using this yellow paper. And I just like how it pulled in one of the colors of the M&Ms. I'm going to pull in another one as well too, but still keeping with kind of Halloween colors. So that yellow paper is from Elle's Studio Family 1, and it's paper 2. All right, so I'm going to use like a little split design here. And I'm just kind of thinking about, I want to pull the green in because that is, you know, it's kind of a more secondary Halloween color. And it pulls in the green of my daughter-in-law's Halloween costume there. But I also wanted to use orange because of Halloween. So I chopped this strip of orange polka dot paper off the Echo Park Dots and Stripe Peach paper. And I'm going to use that as the strip to cover the join between the two papers. And then, and I've used this kind of design more than once. It's one of my go-to designs. A lot of times I'll use it with square photos as well. Just, my ATG gun was giving me a problem this day. This is not the only layout I videoed, and it was just misbehaving. So I'm just going to take the tape off and redo it. So anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, anyway, this is a go-to design for me. I use it lots of different times. I use it horizontally, like I'm going to use it today, but I also use it vertically, and the paper is vertical right now, so you can kind of see how that would split for putting a picture on if you used it. All right, so now I'm going to do something I don't think I've ever done before, and this is really kind of, I enjoy it. I'm going to do it again. I am using a piece of washi tape and putting a second border across where the paper join is, and I love how this turned out. So I definitely will be using this technique again. That green washi tape is from October Afternoon. I don't have any idea what collection this is from. Obviously, it would be very hard to get a hold of since October Afternoon is no longer making scrapbooking products. But anyway, so I like that tape, and the tape in one spot says love this and happiness, so I just thought that was perfect because it echoes the green words in the paper itself. Now, I grabbed these Halloween puffy stickers, these Halloween themed puffy stickers, because I like the Happy Halloween there, and I'm thinking I'm going to use that on this page. So I kind of put it up there so I could see how that would work. And then I saw this little sticker that says October on a sheet that was sticker sheet that was sitting right next to me, and that sticker sheet is from Bella Boulevard. It's the Halloween Magic Treasures and Text is the name. Halloween Magic is the collection, and Treasures and Text is the rest. So it just says October, which they don't trick-or-treat on Halloween in the city where they live, so I didn't want to use there's an October 31 down there. I didn't want to use that because it's not October 31st. So until they move, that won't be appropriate. Anyway, and then what I did is I had a collection of some Halloween wood veneers from last year. So I had grabbed those and put them next to my layout so that I would use some of them. And I pulled a star from there and added that in. And then I'm using the Family Fun Bits and Pieces there. That's the name of what they call their die cuts. And I'm using that scallop circle from there. And I like how it brings in the blue from one of my grandson's M&M costumes. And it's another kind of, actually not even maybe secondary color, but there's another color on that layout. So I'm actually using green and orange and yellow and blue on this layout. So I will add that to another spot so it makes sense. Otherwise it wouldn't. If it was the only spot that it was in, it would look kind of funny, kind of sticking out. Or it would look like it was sticking out. All right, so just adding some, and you can put the wood veneer, especially these because they're fairly thin down with like your Scotch tacky glue and things like that, but I like using my ATG for it. All right, since I know that I'm definitely going to use this Happy Halloween kind of as the title, I'm going to get that down, but it had pieces inside of it that were, I was having a hard time getting them out. So you'll see me kind of working with that. And I'm going to use the ledge of the join of the paper, so the washi tape and the orange polka dot paper as the ledge to rest my title on. And you'll see that when I finally get all of these poked out. That was a pain, but I guess in the scheme of things, not that bad of a deal. It's just they're so thin. I do love these puffy stickers. And actually, I should tell you where those came from. That would be nice. So they are from the El Studio Halloween puffy stickers is what they're called, and they are from 2017. I don't know if these are still available, but if you like them, it's it's fairly late in the year, long after Halloween. But they're fun, and just keep an eye out for them next year. El Studio releases new product on the 10th of every month. And they release things like this then. So I like to check out the website on the 10th. They also release their kits on that day. That's why they do it like that. And then the kits and the other embellishments that they're selling often sort of have things in common. Not always, but often. And again, I'm having to take the centers out from the word happy there as well. And I'm looking at this, kind of as I'm doing this, kind of trying to decide where I want to put that. And I decide to kind of put it right over the top of Halloween, but it does leave a blank space there. And I'm going to figure that out, what to do there. I did have that banner there that says trick or treat, and that's in navy, so that'll be perfect to kind of echo the die cut on the top. And I stuck that on a wood pumpkin, and again, that wood pumpkin is from last year. And then I saw this other banner in orange that says heart your costume, so love your costume. I thought, oh, how perfect to get a little orange down in this cluster that I'm going to end up putting at the bottom. And I like how it just brings the wood veneer in, so it brings a little bit more wood in since I have the wood star, so it makes sense to do some wood in the bottom as well too, and then obviously the paper's wood too. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to do here. I want something that perhaps I could journal on. I did think about that little house because they're standing outside their house, but the light blue is going to bother me because there is blue on this layout, but it's navy, not light blue. And I'm just looking through to see things. And then I find this journaling spot, or this little journaling die cut. And again, this is the Family Fun Bits and Pieces that I'm looking through here. I found that die cut that's a journaling tab, and I like that much better. So now I've got a diagonal going across the page with the blue in it. All right, and then I'm kind of looking at other things that I might want to be putting on here. And I like these stars, but I'm going to change some of these out eventually. Or where they're sitting. I love the candy corn there, and I like candy corn, especially as a decor item. So I added one down on that journaling spot because that gets a little bit more orange down there. It also brings a little bit of the yellow from the mat to the bottom. And then I added that candy corn right next to the word happy there because there was sort of an open kind of blank, almost not quite, but almost trapped space there. So I just thought that was a nice way to get another sort of embellishment up there in the colors. All right, so I have that down. I put a little green star from that that Halloween puffy stickers on the journaling card as well. I did think about adding, they have like candy puffy stickers, adding some more of those, but I didn't like how they were looking. But I did find just these little dots here. They look, you know, they're a puffy sticker, but they look kind of like an enamel dot. And I thought that would be a nice way to bring in some of the colors in the layout up into each of the clusters and just emphasize them a little bit more. So I'm going to use these little dots in orange, yellow, and green, and I'll scatter them around. And I think I try it one way and then change it out a little bit and add them another way. And there's like, you know, do I put it further away from the cluster? Do I add it and connect it to the cluster? That's always the, you know, thing that I'm thinking of, things that I'm thinking about how it looks best. So there I go, adding some of those more dots, some more of those dots. When I do that, the layout is just about done. So I will have a detail shot and a couple of still shots. And I do journal on that card. I believe you'll see it in the still shots. You're just not going to see me do it here. I've stopped taking some of the time to journal. Depends. Plus, it gives me more time to think about what I want to say. And here I am. Like I said, I'm going to play around with the colors. All right, so coming up is the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye.